All right, Shalom. First and foremost, as always, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Harakak double honors, of course, to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Honors to you, Akim, out there doing his work. In truth and sincerity, present your bodies living sacrifices to bring out this 144% truth to the hopeful elect that be scattered abroad the four winds, who may look like the heathen nation, but of course go back to one of the 12 tribes, um, through one of the 12 patriarchs of Israel. You know, we got another one, of course, from endtimeheadlines.org in the hopeful year of Jacob's trouble coming to pass. You see, says Kim Jong-un draws red line at sea, vows to fire on South Korean ship that violates even 1 millimeter, I'm guessing. So it says, North Korean Supreme Leader has drawn a red line at sea, vowing to fire upon any South Korean vessel that even barely crosses it. Kim Jong-un reportedly attended the test launch of a new surface-to-air missile on Wednesday, where he told military officials to be prepared for a strike against any South Korean ships that enters North Korean waters from now on. The Supreme Leader stressed the need for the DPRK to thoroughly defend the maritime sovereignty by force of arms and actions, not by any rhetoric, statement, and public notice, according to state-owned and operated news outlet Korean Central News Agency. You know, reason I grabbed this is because, simply put, to, not be long and drawn out and too wordy, this is prophecy, man. The Most High, has allowed Esau, Edom, to reign supreme, if you will, for, a long time now. So much so that, he's filled with pride, and he thinks, he has a hold of things, if you will, and that, that rod of iron that he rules with, so to speak, is still potent, if you will. But this is all a setup from the Most High. We understand, through the scriptures that Esau has been given us an allotted time to do his thing, man, to rule, and so with that being said, we have to understand, that there will be certain things that the Most High would do, in the time of transition, if you will. And one of those things will be, lifting up these heathen, you see, because, not only has Esau afflicted the children of the Most High, the Israelites, the apple of his eye, Esau, Edom, has also afflicted the whole earth, man. He's afflicted everybody in this motherfucker. Every people and kindred, every species of, creature, he pollutes the air, the water, the environment in general. He's a poison, and so with that, like I said, the Most High is building up, these heathen, to stand toe to toe with Esau, man. So let's go to it, and this is a very clear-cut book, on exactly kind of what I'm saying. This is, I'll just read a little bit. The Obadiah 1:1 says, the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from the Lord. An ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us arise up against her in battle. You know, an ambassador is what? Is a messenger. And so what is it saying? The Most High sent a messenger to what? The heathen, as we were just talking about, saying what? Arise and let us arise up against her in battle. So who's that her? Well, we just read the vision of Obadiah, thus saith the Lord concerning Edom. So the Most High is sending a messenger to the heathen, you know, a messenger angel to get them in the spirit to rise up against Esau, Edom in battle, man. And by Kim Jong Un, you know, telling you know, his defense forces that any encroachment on their, you know, land is going to be taken hostile. You know, you're seeing that, you know, because for the longest, you know, since the end of the Korean War, the South has always been propped up by Babylon America, the West. No. So it says, behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised. So we're starting to see, you know, these nations over time show that they, you know, are despising of Esau. You know, you have these BRICS nations led by, of course, Russia and China, being two global superpowers uh, on the same tier of America, building their own thing. You know, away from the UN, away from you know, the so-called excuse me, Slovakia, this WEF, you know, and so that's going to come to a head and that's going to clash. And, you know, we know that Yahushua told us what, you know, Satan can't be divided against Satan, man. Meaning, you know, a house divided against itself, you know, cannot stand. You see, um, let's read on. It says, the pride of thine heart has deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, like we were talking about earlier, whose habitation is high, um, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? You know, and that's the pride of this place. That's the pride of Babylon. That's the pride of these motherfuckers on the what is it, the God's Army convoy. That's the pride of, you know, these people that think they're gonna build back this place, man. Um, you know, they think they're gonna build this place, but you know, the scriptures say what? What did the Most High say? They shall build, but you know, I shall throw down. You know, so excuse me, Slovakia. You know, they think that they have plans for this place, so to speak, if you will, and so does the heathen. You know, China is the number one country that thinks they're going to take over after all this. You know, as long as they, you know, prop up Russia and, you know, maintain, you know, amicable relationship with um, Russia. It says, verse 4, though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith the Lord. You know, um, and why does it say that? You know, um, because, you know, the eagle is the highest flying bird, and, you know, Esau, Edom, and his kingdoms has used the eagle as a representation of their national bird, if you will. All the way going back to ancient Rome, you see what I'm saying, was the national bird. You know, certain deities they've had in their mythologies use the eagle as a representation of their selves or itself, if you will. Um, I believe Germany as well, you know. Um, Mexico being that, you know, the leadership, you know, being Edomites through the Spaniards, being bought off through the CIA, you know, that's the national bird, you know. So point being, you know, this is a calling card, if you will. This is a, you know, like a cheat code on who Esau is, if you will. This is like a pre-snap read on Esau, for you brothers that be into that football still. And it says, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down. So even though Esau thinks he's gonna, climb to the heights of heaven, as the scriptures say, and be as the Most High, just though Esau thinks this, this is not necessarily what's going to happen. Thus saith the Lord. It's just not going to go down like that. Let's jump down to verse 7, and we'll leave it there. And it says, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. They that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. And the reason I want to close it out there is because, when you're watching the news and you're at your day-to-day slavery, whatever it may be, wherever you may be working, the average so-called Edomite, the average well-to-do Edomite doesn't understand why this is happening. So there is none understanding in him. Yes, the elites may know. Yes, the elites may be orchestrating this and, giving their agendas to the lesser luminaries of the different, things that they control in order to, further the agenda, but that's all the will of the Heavenly Father, if you can see what I'm saying. So there is none understanding in him, because, the average Edomite, well-to-do or not, pines over these things in their mind, wondering what has changed, what has gone wrong, hoping for the times of old, the Make America Great Again mindset, going back to that good old boy time. You see, they're wondering why, but it says right here, there's none understanding in him. So they don't understand why these things are going on, and that's the beautiful thing about this truth, and that's why it's a gift, because if the Most High is giving you the eyes to see and the ears to hear, you understand why these things are happening in today's day and age. Nothing really should be all that much of a surprise to you. You see. I'm not saying you should be, I expected this, that, and, to the T, but, you should, based off of, using a spiritual mind and not being carnal, nothing really should surprise you nowadays, man, because, the scriptures told us what was to come in the times that we're in and the times to come, you see. So with that, Lord willing, this was edifying to somebody. I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors, of course, to the apostles and others, great millstone who rule well. Honors to Joachim out there doing his work in truth and sincerity, presenting bodies, living sacrifices, and shalom to those for 1/3.